And there we are, we're live. Welcome everybody. It is Wednesday, November 18th. We're a little bit early today, so we're gonna sit and sip of coffee. I clearly have to fix that camera because there's a lot of space up here and no feet. So let's give it just a little smidge of one of these guys. Oh, that looks like it was enough. Let's see. Pretty good. It's not great, but it's not bad. How are we all doing today? I'm doing all right. Got my coffee. It's already almost empty. And of course, our water. Very important to have the water. So good, so good. All right, so we're doing our chair stretches today. Geez, should we wait a couple of minutes? I feel like we're a little bit early. I don't want to start off without everyone being here. Yeah, let's sit and chit chat. Let's chat a little bit about time. I don't know about you guys, but I find time is going by really, really, really fast. You think you have all kinds of time on your hands, and next thing you know, you're running late or you're behind. And especially with COVID, I find it gives this, because we're home so often, it gives this sense of like kind of all the days kind of bleed into one another. And it's very easy to say, you know what, to your friends, I mean, this probably happens to you guys, happens to me. I'll call you next week. And then a month goes by. Right? You're like, what happened? How is this possible? Here's what I'm going to suggest, and it's something that I know myself. I need to start doing because I'm guilty of it too, right? I'm not better than anyone. Is just do it. Don't wait for the right time to call them. Just call them. If they pick up, great. You got a few minutes on hand, just call people. If that's what your intent is to do, right? Whatever it is you're going to do, if you have a few moments, just go for it. Just try it out. Just do it. If it doesn't work out, well, it doesn't work out. But if you don't go for it, it's going to be very, very hard to really nail down when the right time is. Is it ever going to be the right time? There's no more right time than right now. Okay, so that being said, I think I stalled long enough. It's 9 o'clock. We're going to do our chair stretches. Okay, we're going to go head to toe today. Stretch out the back, do some mobility exercises, get ourselves nice and stretched out, and get our day started off right. All right, let's go. So first, again, we're going to start with the neck because I'm getting a lot of feedback that people are really liking these neck stretches because they're getting a lot of tension in those. So let's make sure we do those. Now remember, guys, you're tilting your head, right? You're not pushing your ear to your elbow. You're stretching the entire region from here all the way up, right? So don't lean, right? Don't let the shoulder come up. The idea is to keep it down and let that stretch sink in. There we go. We relax into the stretch. By the way, guys, if you notice, I'm closing my eyes a lot today. They're so dry. I don't know what's going on, if it's the Sahara Desert today or what. Like, I feel like sprinkling water in my eyes. They're so dry. So, giving them a bit of a rest here and there. I'm not falling asleep on you. Don't worry. But if you're relaxing in the stretches properly, you probably could fall asleep. All right. Now we're going to bring the chin forward and down. We have to stretch out all those upper trapezius area, the levator spinatus, all those things. Good. Good. Perfect. Now, hands on the hips. We're going to chin to that elbow. Right? Chin to the elbow, chin to the armpit. Okay? And remember, we're not pulling that chin in. We're going out and down. Good. Nice. Now the other side. Very nice. Perfect. You guys are doing great. All right, shoulders. We're going to do some shoulder rolls, and then we're going to do another chest opener, which is going to affect those shoulders also. Okay, so here we go. Forward. Big ones forward. Nice. And now back. Good. Good job. That's it. Just a few. All right? Doing great. You want to do those again? Feeling good? Okay, let's try them again. All right? Big, back, forward, right? Big rolls. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. All right. Now we're going to do some chest openers. So you know this one, right? We put the hands behind our head, elbows in front of us to start, back straight, and then we bring those elbows back like so. Now we're opening up that chest, we're opening up those shoulders. There we go. Now remember guys, if this is as far as you can go comfortably, that's fine, right? That's why we start off here and we come out to as far as we can go comfortably. Where you're feeling the stretch is how far you should go. Deep breath. So we relax into that stretch. Good. There we go. And relax. Perfect. How'd that feel? Good. We're going to do another one. All right. So remember, we start off in the center here, elbows inward, and we pull it out. And you're going to feel where that stretches. It's going to be a little bit before impossible to go to, right? So you're not pushing yourself super, super hard, but just enough, right? That you know if your life depended on it, you could probably go a little bit more, but you're not quite that extreme. So we just want to stretch that out and we relax into that stretch. Good. And back. Perfect. You guys doing great. Okay, we're going to do some torso twists. All right, here we go. We're going to twist to one direction. Remember, now your hips are pinned, feet flat on the ground, feet facing forward. The feet position is not essential, right? But the straighter it is, you're going to see how the alignment of the hips are much better if I'm straight, right? So let's keep that back straight, core up, elbows up so we don't roll the shoulders, and we turn. And once we hit that spot, we're just going to relax. Good. That's it. And back. Nice. All right. Other direction. You ready? There we go. And back. Right? So why are we doing this? We're doing this because it's very important. You have a whole lot of transverse abdominis muscles, right? So they create this belt around your body. And what happens is when we're doing movements throughout the day, we don't realize how much it's being activated. Right? So sometimes what you think is a sore back is actually a sore abdominal muscle that's tight, and that tension has spread to your back. And if you were to stretch out the abdominal muscle, it wouldn't put that tension on the back muscles. It's all connected, guys. It's the body is very complex, very complicated. And remember that everything is connected. This is why you can have something as crazy as, let's say you stub your toe, and then a day later your hip is sore, but on the other side, right? Because you're walking all weird because you stubbed your toe, right? It's so connected, the body. It's one big system. We tend to separate it in our mind, especially when we're in the fitness world, as lower body, upper body, right? Abs, chest, arms, right? But your system is one big machine. Everything works together, right? So it's very, very important. The fact that your metabolism, think about this, guys, before we do the next stretch. Your metabolism, so digesting food is affected by what you're doing, right? So you could stop your metabolism and stop digesting food if you're doing something incorrectly. So, interesting little tidbits. Okay, so now we've done our torso twists. Let's do our back bends, then we're going to move to the hips, all right? Here we go. We're going to come down. So remember, we're sitting nice and firm, back straight. We come here, keeping the back straight as far as we can go. And then once we're here, we relax ourselves down. Good, just like that, all right? And we're not pushing, we're not bouncing, we're relaxing.
Let yourself sink in. Good. Now, support the back, right? So we get those shoulders supported with our hands on the knees, lift those shoulders up straight in the back, and then we come up. Right? We don't want the lower back doing the work with all the extra weight hanging over us, okay? Let's go one more. Here we go. The front, still keeping it nice and straight, and now we let ourselves bend and relax. Deep breath, very nice. Good, here we go. Right? Hands here, support, and up. Perfect. All right, guys, we're going to do a glute stretch now. So you might need to get a towel depending on your flexibility levels. Right? Maybe, maybe not. Ideally not, but we'll have one handy just in case. So here's what we're going to do. Crossing our legs, as if we're sitting in polite society. Right? Keeping the back straight. So already with that, you should feel it. Woof, let me give a little disco spin here. You should be feeling it right here. Right? You shouldn't be feeling it up here. If you're feeling it up here, you might be trying to push your knee down too much. Right? Your knee might have to come up a bit if maybe you're not that flexible. Right? You should be feeling it right here. Okay? So in that position, back straight. And then a small tilt forward. That's it. There you go. Perfect. Just like that. All right. And we're relaxing into that. And if you feel, guys, that you can sink in a little bit more and your back is straight, then you go ahead and keep pulling. No problem. And make sure that back's straight, right? Don't keep pulling with your back bent. Right? I mean, I'm sure you can see on camera the difference of my back being straight and my back being bent. You see right away how everything's different, right? The whole posture changes. There we go. Good. All right, other side. Back straight. And we slowly get ourselves where we want to be. And we relax into that stretch. So we're relaxing this glute. If we can get a little bit more, then great. Good. Nice. Good job. Just like that. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to work on the hip flexors. Okay. And this is where the towel might come in handy. So what you're going to do is, again, remember, we're lifting the knee up. We're not pulling it inward. We're not trying to get it in here. We're trying to get it up, right? So we're going to try to just bring that up. So if you're here, that's fine. If you're underneath your knee, that's fine. If you need a towel because you can't quite get it up, right? Like obviously I'm a little bit too flexible, I can get it up, right? But let's say, for example, you're really, really tight and you can only come to here. Well, if that's as far as you go, then great. And if you need a towel to do it, then do it, right? Stretching is all about getting the best out of your body and slowly advancing. It's not like weight loss, right? Weight loss, you change your food, you eat right, 2 months, you start losing weight, right? 3 months, just keeps going. But stretching sometimes takes a while, especially if you have previous injuries, right? That you're trying to relax. Now, guys, when you bring your knee up, if it starts to go outward a bit, that's okay, right? I know it doesn't. So see how it comes up and kind of goes out a little bit? That's okay. Don't worry about it, right? Because if you force it inward, you're really putting a lot of tension on that, right? And we don't want any pain. To avoid pain, okay? So if it comes out a little bit, that's okay. You will get here to where it's straight. Don't worry. There we go. Nice. Doing great. Look, we're already almost done. All right, down to the hamstrings. We're going to do some ankle circles, and then we're done for the day. So, as always, right, a high weight to the leg. Now, here's one thing I wanted to show you, okay? I'm going to use this as an example. What a lot of people think they want to do They think they're going to put their leg up here and do their hamstring stretch. Okay? Now, in theory, works pretty good as long as your back is completely straight. Because if you're at all bent, right, now you're putting tension on your knee. And I see people as far as getting their legs up on railings that are above their waist, but their back is bent. They're doing this, right? And that is going to put 100% of the tension on the back of the knee. And you're going to injure yourself. And then they go running. It's no wonder they injure themselves, right? So we want the hamstring is all of this, right? That's what we're stretching out from the top to the bottom, the whole length of the waist. So key is back straight to pull on both ends of the, right, where the insertion points are. Good. And now we lean forward. Now I like to use my leg, right, just to help support. But if you are not using your leg, you're not sure what to do with your hands, that's fine. What's key is that we don't curl. See that back? That's wrong, right? We come straight. And then, bam, you get that whole stretch. Good. That's why you keep the chin up. Because naturally you do this, you start to roll. Good. And we relax into that stretch. Remember that stretch reflex is going to trigger, right? You're going to get that knee flexion. You want to relax. Good. And back. Nice. All right, other side. Here we go. Now, remember, toe up. We're not trying to pull it extreme towards our head, right? Just by being on your heel, you're naturally going to be up. Right? There we go. I'm not using this to support my foot. I'm just too huge not to have my foot on it. But if you want to do it to help support it, that's fine too. All right, just make sure that it doesn't push your toe up. You see, I found that it was pushing my toe a bit too much. I was getting too much tension in the knee. So you gotta be aware. That's why we're in tune with our bodies. That's why we go slow. You know, anyone who's my client knows that I say you go slow, go slow. Really go slow. Why? Because we're focusing. We're making sure that the muscle that we want to be stretched or flexed or whatever we're doing is the muscle that's doing the job. Right? There we go. Perfect. All right, we're almost done, guys. A couple ankle circles, right? Big, wide, big. This thing, you know, I brought it in for an example. Now it's just a pain in the butt. Right? It's like that annoying cousin that you invite out of politeness and then he ruins the whole wedding. All right, here we go. Big circles, guys. Big ones. All right, 3, 4. Here's 5. Back the other way. Good. 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Other side. Here we go. Big ones. 2. Good. 3, 4, 5. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Well, that's it, guys. You did great. Stretched out the whole body. I hope you're feeling energized and awake and sharp and ready to take on the day. It is Wednesday. The week's almost over. Friday's on its way. This is going to be a lot of fun coming up, right? We're decorating. We're getting ready for the holidays. It's going to be a lot of fun. Listen, like I said earlier, take the time to just do those things that you keep saying you want to get to that you never seem to manage to fit in, right? If you have 2 minutes now, now's the time. Go for a walk, guys. Get out. You know, I made the mistake yesterday of not getting out of the house. I regret it, right? Get out, get some fresh air, enjoy the day. That's a little bit nippy, but hey, it's the season and we love that stuff. We're Canadians, we can handle it. Tubes, gloves, jackets, no problem. We got it all right? So have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. And now it's time for the awkward sign off. Here we go. You see that trot? That was embarrassing. All right.